Good morning. Happy Mindful Monday. It's your girl. It's Crystal, the six-figure anthology strategist. Yes, I am on. Hold on, I gotta put the lips on because your girl lips is a little bit dry. So had to put a little lips on this morning. Okay. So happy Mindful Monday. Okay, because it's all about the mind, y'all. It's all about the mind, which the mind impacts the vision, okay? Your thoughts impact your vision. So I wanted to pop on really quick and just give you a mindful moment, okay? A mindful moment and just a word of encouragement for real, to be honest with you. This is what I know is transpiring. There is really a shift in the atmosphere, and what you have been praying for, God really wants to get it to you, okay? So what I am just on right now, just giving you a quick message that really came into my heart was, do not allow another day, another minute, another second, another hour, another week, another month, another year, another nothing to stop you from doing the things that you desire. Do not let that inner critic stop you from taking action in your life and in your business. One of the things that I have learned since my father's transitioning a few months ago is, and being amongst, God has put me in this group with these amazing other women of faith, business owners, Christian entrepreneurs, is that I'm learning that we have to execute. And you and I need to do everything that God has given us. So like you see, I got my hat on today, right? I got my hoodie on, right? Don't have any makeup on. Your girl is not all of that. Sometimes those are the things that stops us from showing up and doing the thing that we are wanting to do. You don't have the makeup on, you ain't glamorized, you ain't all of that, your hair ain't done or anything. And I had to ask myself, where did I stop doing the things that I love? Good morning, Yolanda. How are you, sis? Congratulations on all your success. Where have I stopped? Where did it, the word says, where did I put my axe down? When did that stop, where I stopped showing up on here, giving out what God had put in me? Where did that stop? When did I stop doing that? When did I start concerning myself so much about other people and what other people were going to think when I came on? Because maybe I didn't sound like you. Maybe I don't look like you. Maybe I don't dress like you. All of these things that I, after really working with so many authors today and just women of Christ, women of faith and God's girls, I realized that the enemy has thrown launched an attack against the body of Christ like I think that we have never seen before. But God is also raising up an army of women, his daughters, to really come and get you all to terminate that launch, to dismantle that launch, to destroy the launch against us, our families, our husbands, our community. And we ain't having it this morning. I know it's a few of us. I know I already was sitting with it, 50 women this morning. And when I tell you we ain't having it, we ain't having it. Okay? Because what I realized that when my dad transitioned, that we only got one life, y'all. I think we kind of maybe think we have tomorrow, maybe the next hour, the next day, or whatever. But to be honest, you just never know your minute or your hour. But we have been charged and we have been sent here to really do what God has called us to do and stop worrying about what anybody is going to think, say about you. Just get the daggone thing done. And to believe it or not, you're going to feel better when you actually do that. So I had to sit with it and I said, God, what is going on? It's because what you're holding, what you are carrying on the inside, which is purpose, baby, is destiny, okay? On the inside of you. That enemy don't want you to release that, because now you will now transform and change the trajectory of your family. And he don't want that. So he's going to come after you with everything he got, whether it's impacting your health, your sight, your belief system, your confidence, whatever it is, your marriage, your relationship with you and your children, you and your siblings, you and your parents, your girlfriends, your job, your business. He is not going to play around. But what I'm here to stand flat-footed this morning is to also buck back up at the very thing that's trying to buck back up against me and my destiny and those that I'm called to. So it's time out for playing. It is time out for playing small, hiding in the shadows. It's time out for you to stop overthinking this perfectionism. And I said this morning, I said, okay, God, come on and use me. So guess what? I'm going to sit here with the hair not done, with the baseball cap on, with the hoodie on, no makeup on, no nothing. Guess what? Got one net. And look, y'all see that? Because your girl going to get it fixed. But I just said, okay, God, okay. You see the one nail ain't, just the gel just didn't gel. All right? I'm not going to let nothing stop the show. As they say, I'm not going to let nothing stop the show. And that's how we got to get. Don't let nothing stop the show. Don't let nothing stop the destiny. Don't let nothing stop the purpose. Don't let nothing stop the vision. Don't let nothing stop the plan. Don't let nothing, including you. Because to be honest, we the ones at some time hold up the thing. Yes, we have this force against us. Yes, it might be people saying whatever they saying. But let me tell you what, also, we are the ones that can take the action. We are the ones. So if you letting anybody stop your show, if you letting anybody or any thoughts, that's why it's Mindful Monday. If you letting any thoughts come into your mind and stop you from executing the vision, pursuing the vision, then let me tell you, I need you to renew. I'm going to help you renew today. I hope when you watch this video, you're going to be stirred up and you're going to say, you know what? If my girl Crystal can come on and do it, then I can do it too. Because that's really what, when we are in these spaces of influence, it's really to influence and inspire you so you can take the action that you need to take. So you can believe again. So you can dream again. So you can do what it is that God is calling you to do. So I said, okay, I was like, oh, I said, we ain't even getting all like that. We ain't even doing all that. Just come on. Turn the camera on. And it don't even have to be scripted. Because you already know what you know. You already know the daggone thing. I know how to help you rebuild your confidence. For someone that the confidence was shot all the way down and snatched years ago, I had to rebuild my confidence. I had to find my self-worth. I had to reinvest in Crystal and reinvent this woman that you're seeing here today. So it ain't like you don't know how to do what it is that you do. What I realized this morning, what I realized in my book when I was writing, yes, No More Residue, Girls See the New You, it was a lot of comparison going on. So when you start taking your eyes off of you and you start looking at other people, then that's when you start feeling like, oh, I can't do this, or, I'm not good enough, or I don't know what it is that I know. No. You know what it is that you know. You know what it is that you know. So listen, I told the Lord, I said, we ain't playing after this weekend. The weekend I just had, the breakthrough I had, the deliverance that I had, because just know, even though you see leaders and influencers sitting in that spot, don't think that there's still not some stuff on them that they don't have to shed off too. Because what I realize, we are like the onion. There is always going to be another layer that can be pulled back to get you down to the lowest denominator, to bring you down to the lowest, not to bring you low, but to get to the core of who you really are, okay? To the core of who you really are. So this morning, I said, oh, no. Before I get my day started, okay? Because I already got my day started. I was in prayer. We was in there meditating and pondering and imagining and getting this together. That's what I've been doing for the last 18 days with some amazing women, for real, letting it all hang out. I mean, we coming in raw, you know, if I say it, y'all probably think that, when I say naked, we wasn't naked, but we got naked. We were vulnerable. Every day, the vulnerability is the power. Can I just talk to that for a second? That's why a lot of people really like Crystal, is, I allow myself to be vulnerable, because at one time I thought that was a weakness, because that's what I heard in my community, in my family, in the culture that I was brought up, that if you shed a tear, if you told people how you really felt and what was really going on, that was a weakness. They was like, oh, don't tell them. Can I tell y'all what they said? Don't be telling them white people all our business. And I was like, well, am I going to die? Like, which one do I do? But I said, okay, I learned that my superpower, one of my superpowers, is the vulnerability. That I'm okay with being transparent like I am right now. Like, just letting it all out, okay? I'm not saying you got to tell all the fine details, but if you need to shed a tear, then if you need to be real and raw and say you still struggling in the area, then daggone it, to set yourself free, to get the deliverance that you need, to get the healing that you need, to have the fulfillment and the success that you need, you better open up your mouth and you better say that daggone thing, because it doesn't make you weak. It makes you stronger to admit, because now I know what God has been saying. Is that, when I first got into AA, right, sobriety, right, I didn't realize that they took the spiritual principle out of the Bible and just applied it, right, and made this program. But the first thing they say is that you have to admit, and God tells us to come and admit the thing that we are struggling with, the sin that we have. He's like, and then, okay, now you good now we can get to work. And that's what vulnerability is. It's really admitting the thing that maybe the world may deem, your friends may deem, your community may deem as a weakness. But he said, I'm going to use that very thing and I'm going to allow you to now turn it into your superpower. So when I tell you that, I struggled with confidence or comparison. I struggled with that at one time. It's my superpower now, because I'll show you how to eliminate that, to stop that. That, and admit, like, yes, I'm comparing myself with this other influencer, with my sister, with my sister in Christ. I am comparing myself. And he's saying, why? Why are you comparing yourself? You don't feel like what you have is good enough? Let me tell you something this morning, ladies. Let me tell you something. Everything you got is good enough. And I love it. You got more than enough. Because the very thing that you got is good enough to get the job done. If it wasn't, like God tells us and he shows us at the very beginning when he's dealing with Moses, he said, if you needed something else, I would have gave it to you. But you don't need nothing else, because what you got is more than enough. So I just want to encourage you this morning that you have more than enough. Okay, on this Mindful Monday, I want you to know that you have more than enough. You are more than enough. Everything that you got is more than enough. I'm not saying, guess what? If you already know that what you have is more than enough, if you want to get some more, then go get the more. But you don't have to get the more in order to feel qualified to do the daggone thing that God is calling you to do. Because he already said that you have what it takes. You have what it takes to get the job done, to fulfill the vision, to fulfill the purpose that he has called on your life. So I want you to not compare yourself to any other sister that's in this feed, on your feed, in your community, on your job, in your network, in your family. I don't want you to do that anymore. Because I want you to show up to being the best you. Whether you got a baseball cap to the front or you put one to the back, baby. Whether you come on with a hoodie or you don't. Whether you got your hair done or not. Whether you got the makeup on or not. Whether you got the whole gel set and one is missing. You still got enough and you are qualified. Don't compare yourself to nobody else, because that is an insult. What I realize is that we are insulting God when we say, oh, I want what she has. I want to look like her. I want this like that one. He said, you think that when I created you, that I didn't know, like I didn't make my masterpiece when I made you? But I'm here to tell you this morning that he made a masterpiece, baby, when he made you. He made a masterpiece when he made you. So don't let nobody, and it's really not nobody. Well, sometimes it is people, y'all, because I know it is people, like literally voicing that to you. But what I want to say, I'm shutting that enemy down right now. I want that inner critic. That inner critic. That's why I say we have to learn how to master the inner critic. That means that you have to, when I say master, I'm talking about become the master to the critic. That means just like when the master, you know, the slave master, shut up when I'm speaking. Shut your mouth. You got to tell them. You got to learn. See, sometimes, some of y'all y'all a little light in your words. You're a little light in your words. But sometimes you got to get aggressive with that, baby. You got to get aggressive with that enemy, because he ain't playing around with you. So stop tippy-toeing around him, because he's not playing when he's coming after you. So you have to be the master of the inner critic and give him a command and tell him what to do. And these are some things that one of my co-authors is on right now. Kamisha H. Hollyfield is on with me for our new book, No More Residue, Volume 2, Girl, See the New You Anthology. We're talking about mastering that inner critic because we understand the battle, because we too battle with that inner critic. And we had to learn how to get that joker up underneath our feet and become the master, switch and turn the tables. And that's what God is saying. So this morning, I want you to be encouraged. I do, because the Lord asked me, can I tell y'all this? Y'all gonna hear that a lot. The Lord literally spoke that to me about 2 weeks ago. It was like, matter of fact, it was a Saturday before I was getting ready to be the keynote speaker at the book tour for coaches and authors, right? And he said, I want you to encourage them. I want you to encourage them. Good morning, Bonita. Good morning, everybody. I want you to encourage them, because what I know, if you take that N off, you got courage, baby. That means that you need to be built up with your strength of courage, okay? You need to operate in the spirit of courage. The word says be of good courage. So as of today, right now, good morning, Pastor Heidi. Good morning. As of right now, I'm just coming to serve notice to the enemy that is trying to stop you and I. He's not only trying to stop your girl, but he's trying to stop you too. I mean, stop you. He's trying to stop all of us. But we are going to shift that. We are going to change that right now by making a decision that, you know what? I ain't going to let you punk me out no more. That's what you're going to say. Somebody type that in the feed. I'm not going to let you punk me out no more. I will not be punked out anymore. I will not be punked out of my destiny. I will not be punked out of my vision. I will be not punked out of my purpose. I will be not punked out of my money. I will not be punked out of my future. I will not be punked out of my family. I will not be punked out. Come on, Bonita. I love that Masterpiece Millionaires. That's right. Like, it's time out for that. You will not be punked out no more. We will not be punked out anymore. It is time for us to put our spiritual boxing gloves on. It is time for us to fight back. It is time for us to fight back. Did you hear what I said? It's time for us to fight back. The very thing that's bucking up against you, and just so you like, Christy, well, I can't see it. That's right. It's a spiritual warfare. It's in the invisible. But you fight through your words. You fight through reading. You fight through fasting. You fight through prayer. You fight through worship. You fight through praising. That's what it is. That's why in 2 Corinthians, I think it's 10:4 and 5. Pastor Heidi can help me out here. I think it's 10:4 and 5 when he tells us that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So I can't put these up at you. I gotta bring my word into the battle. I gotta bring my word into the battle. Okay? And you start walking around and declaring. And I know at first, let me just help you here. At first you're going to think that ain't nothing happening, right? But it is. Because as soon as we speak a thing, God is on it. He's on it. Okay? He's on it. And that's the trick of the enemy, trying to make us believe that what we have spoken or what we have done is not doing anything. It has no effect. But it actually does. See, it got to happen in the spirit realm first in order to manifest in the natural. Okay? So when you are feeling, and I'm just going to really put myself out here. Sometimes during my day, I feel like a high level of frustration, right? I feel that, there's some things, the computer don't go right. It's just like this force, just something, just really trying to push against what I'm doing, right? Okay, making you to think that, start doubting, start confusion, the murmuring, the complaining, all of that. Well, that is nothing but the enemy and his tactics to really throw you off and derail you, because I like to think that, we are the train. We have to be in alignment with God. And what he's trying to do is get you out of alignment, not having you line up with the will of God. So in those moments, he is bringing his forces to now make you self-sabotage, procrastinate, overthink, filled with anxiety. Can anybody identify with what I'm saying? If you can, just let me know in the chat. For real. Just let me know in the comments if you can identify. Well, in that very moment, that is also your indicator. Now, I need to stop for a minute, and I probably need to praise God. I need to speak a word. I need to speak this out my mouth. I need to start moving back this force that is up against me. And how can I do that? The way you do it is one of those ways that I just listed out, that you can get. Our weapons are not carnal weapons. Okay? So I really I used to do midnight ministry, right? But I hear you, Lord, just really complaining, plain and simple to me. I used to do midnight ministry because I used to be on the backside. I used to be in the dark, right? And I was hiding as well. Even though I was doing that, I was playing small. I still was like, okay, I'll do it, but it got to be at night, when nobody's really on or whatever. But as you can see, I want you to see the shift right here before your eyes. The Lord saying, no, I'm bringing you out, because that's what God is getting ready to do to all of us. He's bringing us out and putting us in the light. He's bringing us out and putting us in the light. This is your time to step out of the darkness, step out of the shadow. And now this is your time to step into the light. God is protecting us. He has us a shield, a hedge of protection all around about us. His army is just right here with me right now. He's right here with you right now. That force cannot even do anything to you. Seriously. Okay? So what I want you to know, that there's a shift. And just like you see the daylight, this is what happened. We are being brought into the light because we are the light. So we have to step into those dark spaces now, shining our light here on internet, on social media, wherever else you might be called into. Maybe it'd be an event, a live workshop, wherever it is, your workspace, it doesn't matter, your school, your community. You are the light. You are the beacon of hope. You are that. Okay? So, I want to invite you to join my new masterclass that I have for you. That's right, for you. It is this Thursday coming up at 8 o'clock, right? I was going to push it back, but I'm going to leave it right where it's at. Okay, it's at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, and it's 5 Pacific Time, okay? So I want to invite you. Now, when you sign up for this, you're going to get be able to get a copy of my book, and I'm going to do a 15-minute discovery call for you all that join me, so we can have a one-on-one conversation, because I would like to talk to you and see where you at, okay, and see what it is that you would like to do going into 2024, even before you get out of 2023. Okay, so I want you to register now. It is girlseethenewYou.com/masterclass. Bonita, can you put that on there for me, please? It is girlseethenewYou.com/masterclass. Join me this Thursday, the 21st. Okay, join me this Thursday, because it is time for you to see the new you. And I have my 5-step clear method framework that I want to give you, okay? It's only, a $97 investment, or $97 or $47, one of them. But you get all of that. You get all of that. You're going to get the book, you get the course, and you get the 15-minute discovery call, clarity call with me. I don't even like the one, it's a clarity call. You need to get clear of that. You need to get clear about your vision. You need to be getting clear about who you are. You need to get clear, because it is time to move out and start executing the vision that you have, okay, within you. And we need to get you clear of that clutter. Get clear of the confusion that is lying within your walls, your inner walls. They're in your mind, okay? That's right, and they're impacting your confidence. They're impacting your execution. They're impacting your money. They're impacting your family. They're impacting your vision. They're impacting even where you're living. They're impacting every part of your life. Okay? So, just know that we ain't leaving out of 2023 the same way that we came in. We're not leaving out the same way. You're leaving out clear, crystal clear. You want to see the new you. You are going to see the new you. All right, so once again, I want you to sign up and register for my new masterclass, which is Girl See the New You. This Thursday night coming at 8 p.m. It is girlseethenewYou.com/masterclass. I'll go ahead and, I'll put the link in here so you can register, but let's get going, because this time it's going to work. This time. All right. So I'll talk to you all later. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.